we live?
We're live.
Welcome back, you bunch of animals, to the Track Walk Pod with Peach and Evan, where we talk all wrong opinions on Formula. Ooh, dude!
Formula One.
Formula One, dude! Now, Peach, is it
Race
time?
weekend.
Is it time to fucking roll credits, dog, on that championship?
Right.
Is it time to roll the credits on this championship?
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted, bro. I mean, like, how many times do we have to give, like, Lando a situation where he could swing the championship pendulum in his way? Like,
And
on a silver platter, dude.
and not convert. And just, like you say all the time, shit up his back.
Shit up his back, dude.
Yeah.
But it's like on some weekends where Max Verstappen's kind of on, he's on his shit. But it's like the second that Max Verstappen kind of gets fucked by penalties, kind of the FA's kind of like, hey, like, get to the
You
back of the
can't do
grid.
that.
We want our boy Lando up
Naughty,
there.
naughty.
Anytime that happens, Lando's like, oh, well, I'm just going to fuck this up.
Yeah.
How about I just fuck this up for everyone?
Yeah, how about I just have a fucking shit-ass race?
Ass shit bitch race, dude.
How does that sound?
Shit ass bitch fuck race.
Yeah.
Now, PJ, you're not wearing a jersey. What's going on with that?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Weather.
Weather.
The weather outside, it's snowing.
Is it frightful? No, the weather outside is frightful.
It's snowing. It's a little drizzly, so this is rain resistant. The Steelers were on a bye week, so I didn't wear a Steelers jersey.
Heard that.
And
What about the Pens?
the Penguins are bad.
Yeah.
The Penguins are bad, and they lost tonight.
Okay. Copy that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like the jacket. It's fresh.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Is that a new sweatshirt?
It is. Scuderia Ferrari. Now, it's
Very
a very
nice.
classy sweatshirt, but look on the back. There's a Puma sign.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is it just me, or does that take away from, like, the niceness of the sweater?
Dude, I don't know. I think Puma is trying to make a push to be mainstream fashion.
You know what, dude?
Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers, he has a Puma shoe. I know, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think his thought process and their thought process is like everyone's like, Kawhi with a New Balance footwear deal.
New Balance is coming back, though.
New Balance is sick.
New Balance is coming back. But
What
yeah,
is
I don't know. I just like the Puma. Like, this would be such a classy sweater if you didn't put that Puma, or make it black stitching.
Well,
on the
yeah,
back.
you should have made it black like
Yeah.
the rest of the sweatshirt.
I mean, like,
That is correct.
whatever.
Whatever, dude.
All right, Peach, plug us out, dude.
Yeah.
Happy yapping.
Well, everyone, we appreciate the support. We appreciate all the new followers on the pages, man. Honestly, it's super sick. Should we
We're
say
up to
now?
100 followers on Instagram. It only took us a year, dude.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, no, that's super sick.
Well, thank you, everyone, for your support and giving us likes and follows and, yeah, all of that shit. But keep continuing to do it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to like, watch, subscribe, comment, everything on the Track Walk Pod.
It's right there.
Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, and then follow the podcast. Actually listen to the podcast. We
Just
think
do
it's
it.
kind of entertaining. Listen to it on whatever site you get your podcast.
We're everywhere, bitch.
And we're on YouTube. The videos are on YouTube.
So go watch it.
Track Walk Pod.
Check out the studio, people.
Yeah.
Nice, Peach. And
Plug.
don't forget to follow Only Have Fun Fans on Instagram. Woohoo,
Shut
dude.
the hell up.
Woohoo.
All right, Evan.
Alrighty.
Now that I plugged us, what do we have going on today?
on the
man?
docket, we got some breaking news. Potential breaking news.
Overreaction Tuesday. Super Hot Take Tuesday.
Super Hot Take Tuesday. We are coming a day late, but I don't care.
Yeah.
We have life. We have life in the way,
I didn't feel too good.
and that's okay. That's okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
It's showbiz, baby.
This is showbiz.
That's showbiz, baby.
What else do we got?
Okay, next up we have the Brazilian GP. Not much happened there.
No, kind of snoozer of a race,
Snoozer
right?
race. Didn't find anything interesting there. And then That should be it. So this should be about a 12-minute podcast. So you guys hang in there, right?
Yeah. It won't be long. We won't take up much of your time.
Okay. That's it. So we're gonna talk about breaking news and the Brazilian GP.
There's so much to talk about. There's nothing else. There's not time for anything else.
I know. And then we go over our tip to tips. Head to heads.
Oh,
Oh, dude, is that a new thing?
I don't like it.
Tip to tip.
I
baby.
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
It's time.
it's time to fucking crack one of them.
Grab
beers.
one.
One of them beers. We got Modelo today, people.
I have a Corona to crack.
Coronavirus. Go. Oh God. Oh no.
This is horrible.
That's my bad.
Oh my God.
Oh, nice, Evan.
Oh, sick.
Cheers,
Good
buddy.
job.
Let's talk some Formula One.
Cheers. Let's talk some racing. You're definitely going to drink some wax.
Ah. Okay. We back.
Okay.
We back, dude. Wow.
We're back. No, you lost. You lost it. You, Evan.
That doesn't count. Dude.
You lost it.
What do you think
No.
of the song? What do you think of the song?
No, we had
That
a
doesn't count.
comment. Yes, it does.
God damn it. All right,
It
fine.
counts.
It's done?
It's done. We got one comment on the Spotify. And now you're done. Never again will you ask about the song.
Hate that, dude. Hate that.
Love that for me.
Hate that.
One win for PJ. I need it. I need a win. I think I
You do
lost.
need a win.
I think
I
I
think you
lost that
won.
day. No.
Whatever. We'll go tip to tip later.
Stop saying that. That's not a thing. We will not be doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
We got breaking news. We got breaking motherfucking news. Supposedly, now, allegedly, from these reporters that I so love and adore with how accurate they are.
You
and
admire them.
I love them so much. According to lots of sources, Valtteri Bottas is getting dropped.
Dude, I said motorsports.com. I feel like that's kind of reputable. No.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know either.
I mean, they're trying to get us to click on their page just as much as anyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, Valtteri Bottas allegedly is getting dropped from Audi. Steak. What are they?
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo?
So confused.
Sauber? Like, who are you? Dude, you know what? Steak, find an identity.
Yeah.
Find
Quit changing your name.
Find an identity and just stick with it. How about that? You want to be a better team? Start with finding an identity.
Yeah.
God damn it. And then, so, instead of Valtteri Bottas, we will have Bortoleto taking over the seat, allegedly.
I don't even know his first name.
Bortoleto. Let's do some
it's just
research.
Bortoleto.
How are we an F1 podcast and we just don't know anything?
I don't know.
That's what this is, though. We don't claim to fucking know anything. We're just here to fucking be stupid, okay?
Gabriel?
Gabriel Bortoleto?
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Gabriel Bortoleto. A Brazilian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, whatever.
What
but-
was...
Allegedly, what?
I was going to ask what the last Brazilian was in F1, but I'm
I
not
think
even...
it was
Nelson
Senna, right?
Piquet?
Oh yeah. Dude, on the commentary, that's all they talked about was Senna.
Yeah.
But allegedly, he is going to join the Audi team, which also brings just a massive domino effect of hot takes of where the drivers' seats are going to shake up too.
We're back to musical chairs.
We are back to some
Which is weird
crazy musical chairs.
because now I know they asked Valtteri, they were like, we've heard that you might not be staying with Steak, and if you don't, we heard that you might be like a Mercedes reserve driver. Like, what are your thoughts on that? And he was like, well, like, obviously I still want to be like a driver, but if I have to go to reserve driver, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, that sounds about right. Valtteri.
Yeah, sounds like you're going to be a reserve driver.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's such a great answer. You really show us that you still have the fire to be in a seat.
He's like, it is what it is, dude.
It
Already
is
got my
whatever. I've
Fucking
been
coffee
here.
company, got tacos and slinging tacos, dude.
And a
He's got a merch line.
girlfriend.
Yeah. So
He's like, I have a girlfriend. I'm fine.
he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
But the driver's musical chairs,
Yeah.
it opens back up.
Okay, so more
Evan-
breaking news,
Oh.
right? Beep, beep,
Beep,
beep,
beep.
beep, beep,
Right.
beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Christian Horner was seen
Yeah.
leaving the Williams motorhome.
And Evan was, go ahead.
I was just saying, I wonder what that's about.
Evan was like, trying to say, I don't know. I feel like you weren't like connecting the dots there. I was like, from the rumors that I heard, Red Bull would buy out the contract from Williams and put him in the Red Bull seat. Or, I'm sorry, buy out Carlos Sainz's contract from Williams and put him in the Red Bull seat.
My thought was
Yeah, what was
Christian
your
Horner went in there to tell James Vowles to tell one of his drivers to take out Lando during the race.
I don't think that's allowed.
Just wondering, what else would he be doing?
Just theories.
What else would he be doing there? You
But-
know what I mean?
Carlos Sainz to
So-
Red Bull?
So I guess my thought was, well, what I saw was like, Colapinto might take that Red Bull seat,
No.
or it was like Liam Lawson shifted to Red Bull, and then Colapinto into the VCAT.
No. I saw Carlos to Red Bull, Franco to stay at Williams,
And then Liam Lawson to stay at
at B-Carb. Yes.
Which would be sick.
Dude,
that
more
would
young talent.
make me feel so much better for Carlos, because like, bro, like, look what happened to Valtteri. He's now going to be a Mercedes reserve driver after being at a shitty team. I mean, like, the guy,
Right.
he was like that. He was Lewis's right-hand man. Like, that guy was winning races.
Right.
That guy was getting pole positions. He was
It's-
on the podium all of the time.
It's a better landing spot for Carlos.
Yeah, and I thought that, like, even when we were talking about the musical chairs, like when Checo was really fucking up and
Yeah.
like Carlos hadn't signed anything yet, I was like, he's obviously going to fucking Red Bull.
Yeah, it's a telegraphed move.
Right. But now that we have this kid that's like burst onto the scene, I mean, like, Brazil wasn't his best showing. Like, that was.
But that would be so hard, man.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be so hard to
Yeah.
even have like a solid weekend. You've got to be on your shit, and
You
it
gotta be on
and
your
it
shit,
showed.
dude. Yeah.
And
Like,
it showed.
well, even at the lowest grade of racing possible, I went go-karting today.
Yeah.
And so, like, they let us run it, like, until it got super dark. And as it was getting dark, like, it started snowing. And even just, like, a little bit of snow. I mean, granted, we were on slicks still, but, like, it wasn't sticking to the ground. Like, it was just, like, brushing across the ground. And like, you couldn't turn the cart. Like, it was, like, borderline
You're just-
impossible. Just drifting
driving
everywhere. It was
straight off.
fucking wild. I was
Yeah.
like, how do they do this?
Yeah, man.
It was insanity. So yeah, like, I mean, like, that was definitely a test for the rookies. I mean, Lawson crushed it. I think he got like P7, P6.
Yep.
Um,
He got P9.
P9. Okay,
Like-
my
like-
bad. P9.
Yeah.
But
But that battle with Checo.
again,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It
right.
just showed him that he's like, I'm already better than you, old man.
Exactly,
Get the
yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah, Liam was like, "This is my seat, you
Yeah.
old bitch."
You're just keeping my seat warm.
Right, get out of my seat.
Thank you.
bitch. Exactly, get out of my car, Checo.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was definitely like a testing ground for the rookies, because I mean, like, Colapinto, like, I mean, he kept it together for most of the race, and then just like fucking, he destroyed his fucking car.
Well, yeah, he did. Well, let's go through the whole weekend, right?
Okay.
Let's get into the weekend.
Yeah.
Outside of the breaking news.
We're
We're done.
done with
Breaking news is done. Let's get into the race weekend.
We got to get into the race week.
Yeah.
One thing.
So I said before we started recording, I was like, dude, this was the first weekend in a long time that I was like, kind of glued to the TV and really locked in and like stoked about everything that was taking place. Like
mean,
I watched everything.
when you see Max do what he did,
Yeah.
that was like, you don't see that really ever.
Right.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And I mean, like, when you have like seasoned vets in Formula One, and you have, you know, guys with pedigree in Formula One, was like, and they're saying like that was one of the best drives I've ever fucking seen.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
anyone, like, then yeah, that's a good drive. And like,
Not only from like the mega start that he had to just fighting his way up.
and
Obviously
making
the
genius
correct-
calls, like obviously
the correct calls.
like Red Bull is that's why they're fucking Red Bull, dude.
They showed it again.
Genius calls. I mean, just,
Right.
hey man, like, law of numbers. Like, someone's gonna like, we got like 3 rookies out there. Of course, someone's gonna fuck up again.
Right.
Like, genius calls. I mean, incredible driving by Max, and then really supportive drive from Checo back in P11.
That's the most sarcastic comment I've ever heard in my life.
Super supportive drive from Checo. Really glad he was there. to
Had
help
a
fend
great-
off the McLarens.
Yeah, had a really great start to the race too when he spun off.
Yeah, in the mud. Came out of the fucking car like in the red flag, just muddy as fuck.
Yeah.
Where'd that mud come from?
Oh,
I don't know.
I went off.
It's just, I don't know. Hey, listen. Speaking of going off,
Speaking of being dumb,
speaking of billionaires' sons,
being idiots,
that was, hey, Lance Stroll, buddy.
head
Lance,
scratching,
my
man.
God, Lance Stroll, like,
What the fuck are you doing?
and I hate to pile on the guy, but it's like he just keeps doing shit like that, and like it hasn't happened in a minute, but like it's notorious that he's just not great, and I mean, like,
But he's also not engaged at all.
not engaged.
And
He
couldn't give a single fuck.
He looks miserable to be like. At least look like you're happy to be there. Like, your dad is like, hey, how about I get you a Formula One team, and then I get you a Formula One car, and you get to race every weekend. You get to have the lifestyle of a professional race car driver. And
Oh,
you're like,
by the way, I'm going to add the greatest engineer there's ever been.
right,
Or-
and I'm gonna put you next to one of the greatest drivers of all time. Yeah, I guess.
Dad, I just want to hang out with my friends and do
Yeah.
hood rat shit.
Yeah, I guess, dude. I don't want to fucking be here.
God, leave me alone, Dad.
Like, dude, when I mean, like, at the beginning of the race, I mean, it's one thing to, like,
This wedding is horse shit.
yeah, it's one thing to lock up your rears in, like, conditions like that. Like, sure. Like,
Obviously,
it happens to the best of
It
everyone.
happened multiple times
Right.
after.
Now, was that, well, you know what, I'm not even going to get into it. So, it's one thing to lock up the rears. And then, like, you know, you get it close to the wall, and then, you know, your engineer is like, what the fuck is going on? The race hasn't even started, Lance. What's going on? Why are you frozen on my map here?
Yeah, it's like the GPS maps, like, or when you're like doing Find My Friend and you open up the app and someone's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. You're like, what the fuck are you doing out there? That's what I feel like the race engineer was for Aston Martin. They're like, you are in the grandstands.
Yeah,
what
why-
are you doing? Do you realize we have a race on our hands right now?
Yeah, in like less than a lap, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, you got to form up for it. So, like, the race engineer is still talking to him, like, after he goes off. And he's like, yeah, you know, 45% through turn 4, blah, blah, blah. Lance is like, I'm off. He's like, the engineer's like, what? What? Yeah,
How?
He's like, all right. The engineer's like, all right, turn it around. If you can get it started again. He's like, yeah. Turns the car around. And I mean, there's a strip. I mean, like, he could have, like, flip turned,
asphalt,
right?
yeah.
Like, he could have flip turned. But he just turned it around. Lance turned that car around like a minivan and just turned into the gravel. And was just like, I'm beached. I think I'm done for today, huh? Right, guys? I'm done? Guys? I can't get out of here. So, like, can I be done for the day?
Am I allowed to get towed out of here and still race?
Yeah. I mean, like, bro, he doesn't even seem like he wants to race. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't even seem like there's no, like, edge to him. Like, it's not like he's going against Fernando and Fernando's like, God damn, like, this guy's a fucking asshole. Like, at least you're
Right.
trying.
Right.
But there's none of that. It's just like, He's just taking up space.
He is a waste of a seat.
A waste of a seat. He's clogging the pipes.
That's been handed to him.
Yeah. And I wonder how who's their reserve driver? Stoffel Van Dorn.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who's Dragovich a reserve driver for?
He might be a reserve driver too, but Van Dorn is definitely
Is it really?
Yeah. Fact checking people. Fact checking.
So I mean, Stoffel Van Dorn is before.
He's old.
Is before your time though.
Right.
He was a.
Yeah, Stoffel Van Dorn is a reserve and simulator driver for the Aston Martin Formula One team.
Huh.
So how do you think he's like his dream got like taken away from him, obviously, and then now, like you're just watching this kid be like incompetent, and he's probably just like, bro, like really, like you're still gonna leave him in the seat? Like I'm right here.
Give me a chance.
Give me a fucking chance.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. How many test and reserve drivers Stoffel Van Dorn?
Yeah.
Huh. That's before your time, huh?
I think it's the time of because he is older. I think it was the time of like when K-Mag was coming up. I want to say.
What, of Stoffel Van Dorn?
Yes.
Yeah. Give me one moment. Yeah, he was the McLaren driver for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, anyways,
yeah. I mean,
it just looked like Lance just did that on
doesn't
purpose.
want to be there too.
He's just like, I don't even want to race today. I think I'm gonna park it in the gravel.
It's wet, guys.
Yeah.
Do you see that it's raining?
I have no
This
umbrella.
Is horrible for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what my skin is going to be like after this?
Exactly, like a prune.
I'm going to be a
Prune.
raisin.
Yeah, raisin, prune, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever analogy you'd like to use.
Yeah. Why are we still like discussing the whole like it's crazy the spectrum of like I mean like they're all really good, but like you have Lance Stroll, guy who does that.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand you have Max who came from like P17 to P1 in like treacherous conditions. Like,
Right.
How does that gap exist? And also like
It does, the talent gap, the performance gap. I mean, it's there.
and also like how are we still discussing if like Max is the best one out there? Yeah, after all this shit of like, oh well, like now that Max doesn't have the faster car, like you can see that he's just as normal as everyone else, right? Like, and then it's like he does something like today, and you're like, how is this even a discussion?
Right, for a while he'd just been battling the car.
Right.
And on a day like today, he's able to just go out there and fucking perform and do what he was born to do and do what he's great at.
Right. Yeah, there should not be another discussion about that
Oh, absolutely.
ever again.
Hey, our favorite driver qualified at the back of the field for like the 19th time in his career.
Oh, are we talking about old Checo?
No, Joe.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Guan Yu
Hey,
Zhou.
you know what, Joe? P15, buddy. P15.
Solid performance.
Solid performance, dude. I mean, there was 5 DNFs, but P15.
Mm-hmm.
So solid.
Dude, speaking of DNFs and also talking about how Lance Stroll's a fucking bitch. That was aggressive. I'm sorry. But Fernando Alonso, the old man, made him look like the world's largest bitch too.
Yeah.
Saying like, his radio comms was so sick, like gave me chills. When he came on the radio, he's like, guys, I'm gonna finish the race, but I want you to know my back really hurts. Dude, I was like, this old man is a fucking badass.
He's a G. He's a G. That was
That's like gritting it out, and then you have
This is
just
for the boys. It's for the boys.
and then you just have this wimpy billionaire son, right? Who's like, you guys, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm gonna beach it.
Beach my car.
Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. Thank Thank you for all the work.
Yeah. Headline: billionaire's son seen having a beach vacation in Sao Paulo.
Yeah,
Um.
that was crazy though.
Yeah.
That radio.
I mean,
comms.
like, I'm sure after the race, if you did an X-ray on his back, it would look like he had like scoliosis. Like,
that's the way he sounded. He can't breathe.
The Aston Martin looked bad this weekend too.
Yes.
They looked like shit. They keep looking like more and more shit.
Yeah.
It's turning into just like you don't even talk about them.
Well, I mean, there's three races left in the season. I'm sure they've fucking packed
Moved
it.
on.
They've packed it in.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. It's like just this season's fucked. Let's move to the next one.
Exactly. Yeah. What are they in? Like what's the constructor standings? Where are they at? Give me a second.
I don't know, man.
Give me a second.
Why do you ask me these things?
Okay. Constructor standings. Okay. Well, I was gonna say like Alpine's kind of creeping up their ass.
Are they?
No. They're
Even after the weekend?
they're at 49 points and Aspen's at 86. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that now? The
Hey,
double podium?
Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, are you guys getting back together, dude?
Are you guys best friends?
Are you guys getting back together,
Do you
man?
guys love each other now?
Yeah, they looked like, dude, in the post-race interviews, they looked like they were about to kiss. I mean, do your thing. Do your thing.
I mean,
No judgment.
They are French.
They are French. They are very French. They looked like they were about to kiss.
What a weekend, though.
And I mean, they were hugging each other.
Holy shit.
They were kissing.
Dude,
I was like, come on, guys.
You'd be so stoked.
I would be so stoked.
What a weekend for Alpine, man.
Yeah, and like, it is weird to think. I mean, like, they're just from some bumfuck nowhere place in France, dude.
Who? The team or the drivers?
Both of them.
Yeah.
And like, to see yourself like double podium like that on a race like that, I don't know. It's fucking crazy to think like what kind of life events had to have led up to that.
Yeah.
That's like an all-time high.
Question.
Yeah.
If Ocon puts his elbows out, is he keeping Max behind him and wins the race?
Ocon had that pace in the second stint, dude.
After the red flag? Like the first... Yeah, the first return
second,
from the red flag.
Right when Lando and them pitted. And it was just Max, Ocon, and Pierre.
Yeah, and he was keeping like a decent gap.
He was like a 7 second. He put it up to a 7-second gap.
Yeah.
That was fucking nuts. I mean,
know.
like, Ocon had the pace. Ocon had the fucking pace.
And then on the restart, he's...
You
I
can't do anything about it.
was thinking when I was watching, I'm like, I wonder if he just kept his elbows, if he just put his elbows out a little bit, like...
Well, you know what?
That's got to be the only time or only opportunity that there's really that great of an opportunity to pass.
Well,
Like,
maybe it was like
vision-wise,
maybe it
spot-wise.
was a whole my bad situation for 2018 Brazil for fucking taking you out.
He's like, let me give you this back.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Let's put it behind us.
Here you go.
Right?
And then they hugged it out, dude.
Yeah.
They were best friends after that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some what would they call that? Like hidden motivation?
No. I don't know. I know what you're trying to say though.
Yeah.
We're too fucking stupid, people. We're too fucking stupid.
You're telling me.
We're too stupid, people. Yes. No, that was sick to see. Go France for that. I mean, that's the only time I'll be happy for Esteban Ocon, you little rat fuck.
You fucking
You got one.
rat.
You got one. I'll give it to you. You got one. But god damn it, I did not like it.
Love seeing Pierre on the podium.
We
though.
love to see Pierre on the podium,
Yeah,
dude.
we do.
Pierre is a sweet baby angel, and he needs to be protected at all costs.
Yes.
So yeah, that was sick to see. What a I mean, like, if anyone bet on that, they would have been a millionaire from like $100. If
Yeah,
you would
it's
have
some
bet
like
on that.
what is it, like Nostradamus shit, like seeing into the future. Like no chance
Yeah,
could anyone say, yeah, Brazil 2024. That this is the podium I
Right.
envision.
exactly. And so like I just looked at odds for like next race for Vegas, and it was like for Pierre or for Ocon to get on the podium. It was like plus 25,000,
Yeah.
which is like if you throw $5 down, you get like $5,000 back.
Right.
Just yeah, like if
They're
anyone,
like, this will never happen
right,
again.
exactly.
This is a fluke.
So regardless, if anyone would have put money down on that, they would have fucking been
Raked it in.
Yeah, they would have raked it.
Also, for Vegas, they're like, yeah, it doesn't fucking rain here,
Yeah,
so this
exactly.
is never happening.
That's true. That's true. That's also true. Yeah, let's see. Safety car. I mean, like,
We got everything. We got virtual safety car. We got safety car. We got red flag.
We got rain out the asshole, dude. We got wet track. We got rookies going off. We got vets going off. We got Lando going off, the championship contender. You know, is now
taking a shit.
Yeah, is Bernd Maylander like again just like, I'm tired, boss. After all those safety cars, he's like, again, bro? He's like, you want me to go out there again?
He's like, you think they want to drive out there? I don't want to do this shit.
This is not great. Like,
Yeah.
This is not great conditions. What if I go off? You know?
What if I crash?
What if I crash, guys? Then who's the safety car for me?
Do we have a backup
Do we have a
safety
backup
car?
safety car, dude? I don't know.
Did that happen? I don't know.
Well, it happened in Monza, right?
Yeah.
When Logan Sargent got fired and then the safety car crashed and we were like, welcome back, Logan Sargent.
Yep.
Welcome back to Monza, buddy.
What was the crowd chanting at Lance Stroll when he got beached? Weren't they chanting Latifi at him?
No,
or something?
They could have been, but they were chanting something like Brazilian that meant something. Like
I thought I read something or something. It's like, you are Latifi or something, or like,
it could have been.
I don't know.
It could have been.
Go Tiffy.
Go Tiffy, dude. Go frickin' Tiffy. So yeah, there's that, and then what else happened, dude?
What else happened?
What?
What do you mean? Well, we already talked about Max. We didn't talk about Lando's excellent job at starting races.
Here's what. Okay, yeah. Lando Norris, dude, bottler of the day. Bottler of the day, man.
Is that a term? What is that term? I've never heard it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he bottles race starts. It's more of like seems like a British term.
Or he like fumbled it.
He bottled. Yeah, exactly.
Bundled or bottled?
Bottled.
Ah.
Bottled. Bottler of the day. And now should we just get into this now?
Sure.
The comments after the race. Now, like, I get it, like you're in the heat of the moment. But to say like, so for those of you who don't know, there's a post-race interview with Lando, and they were like, so like, what happened? What was going on with the whole situation?
Right.
Like, well, you know, we pit during the safety car, and you know, Red Bull decided to stay out, and you know, we got unlucky, and you know, that has nothing to do with talent. That just has everything to do with luck. And it's like, what, bro? Is this coming from the guy who bottled the start and then went off like 2 or 3 times outside of the
throughout the race? Yeah.
Throughout the fucking race? Is that? And then are you talking about luck, the guy who put in about 17 fastest laps and won by about 20 seconds?
An entire year?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And are you talking about the situation where you've been handed these fucking gifts to just run away with the championship,
right,
and like you haven't converted on any of them?
Right.
I think that's definitely talent related, my friend. Like, and I'm not a Lando hater. Like,
but I'm on the other side. It's like, I can understand why he said it after the race, because they did kind of fumble the strategy on it.
I mean, it's law of numbers, dude. Like, someone else is gonna go off.
But also, yeah, I mean, you make a good point of like, of course there's gonna be a billion safety cars or virtual safety cars, but I feel like it is first nature for race engineers or the strategists to say, well, let's try to get a cheap pit stop here while we're under safety car.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But his comments were very very tone deaf
Yeah.
after the performance that Max had just put in.
Everyone was like generational drive, and Lando's like, that was luck.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
It was very tone deaf. In the heat of the moment, I can understand where he's coming from, but very tone deaf after Max goes P17 to winning the
P1.
fucking race.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I mean, obviously we don't know shit on this podcast.
Yeah.
But like, first lap at the start, Max makes up like 7 positions.
I mean, like, bro,
Like, that's amazing.
that it was so sick when, like, obviously, like, whoever was in the Haas in front of him, like, was slow, like, got out of the way of that, made a couple of passes, like, going on the inside into turn 1,
Plus,
and then just, like, devastating effect taking the outside line through turn 3,
yeah,
like, before you get onto that straight.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not the first time he's taken that line.
No.
Like, remember that, maybe it was like 2016.
it was like his almost like a rookie year or something. Like,
It was like 2016.
super early in his
yeah.
career, and he was just fucking
He pulled that
carving
same move
carving it up.
on Nico Rosberg and Nico
Yes.
Rosberg. Nico Rosberg was like, well, in conditions like that, like, and you got Max Verstappen behind you, it's like it's impossible to keep him behind.
Dude, the wildest thing to me from that start, and we talked. I mean, we'll bring it up now, but you can't see anything, and you are just driving blind
Yeah.
and hoping that someone doesn't go sideways in front of you. Like,
Right.
you are just driving into the hornet's nest.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, like,
yeah, and you're going so fucking fast.
yeah.
You're going so fast, dude. And like, there was a clip of Ollie Behrman, and he was like,
On the onboard.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you're doing a great job, Ollie. Like, you know, keep pushing, do blah blah blah, whatever. Radio
Right.
talk, and like, Ollie's like, dude, can we go to wets, or like, can they call this race? And they're like, yeah, we'll let them know. Like, he's like, there needs to be like something. He's like, I need to go in. Like, I'm just trying not to die. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And they were like, we'll check it. Yeah. No. Like,
You're
yeah,
good,
yeah,
you're
we'll
good,
check
dude.
it. We'll check it. Yeah. Just keep going.
What a weekend to just be thrust into Formula
God,
1,
bro, how
dude.
stressful.
For all, and I think it really showed by the amount of times that young man went off and spun. Like, poor fucking guy. Like, you're like obviously stoked to get the call up, but you're like, maybe next weekend.
Can I do Vegas instead? Actually, hey, K-Mac, can you be sick in Vegas?
Hey,
actually?
these conditions don't look ideal.
Yeah.
You mind if K-Mag just comes back?
Right. I'm not going to partake.
Thank you, but no.
Yeah, no thank you. They're like, hey, Ollie, you want to race for us this weekend, dude?
Oh my-
K-Mac's sick. No thank you.
I'm wondering if I got the same
I think I
bug
got
as
the
him.
same thing,
My
dude.
tummy hurts.
What's wrong with him? Yeah, his stomach hurts. Oh, mine too. Dang it. We have the same thing.
Shit. Oh,
I don't know, but
poor
then,
guy.
and then you have Colapinto going off, the other rookie, and then Liam Lawson, like, when Max, it was so funny, dude. Did you see, like, when Max got close to Lawson was just like, yeah, go on through, dude. Go on through. He's like, I'm waiting for this guy back here.
I'm waiting for my
fucking
car.
Checo. Yeah, I'm waiting for my car to get here so I can fuck with Checo and chop his head off.
Dude, he just fucking kept him behind him the whole day.
The whole day, dude. The whole day. Now that's ultimate revenge if I've ever heard it.
That's so cool. And then, like, what was it? It was the wheel bang that kind of like set Checo off, and then Lewis came in and swooped
in,
too.
dude. Yeah. So there was that. I mean, like, the whole Lando thing, going back to that, like, but it's not the first. Also, the other thing, like, clap back from Max Verstappen, crosses the line. You know what that was? Simply lovely, dude. Now, if you're telling me, like, so many people were, like, I think you were, maybe not. Maybe you were telling me, like, I don't think that meant that much. Like, I don't think.
I think I was. I think I was on that.
I think
I
you
think
were
I was
on
on
the
that
train
side of the coin of
where
like
you were like, it's just banter. Like,
it's
it didn't
just like
mean-
friendly. Like,
And I was like, no way, bro. That was a fucking dig at him at his home race. He just dominated. And then Max does that, and he's like, simply lovely.
he just took out his hog and just fucking laid it on the table.
The fucking table, dude.
He's like,
and like,
what's up, eh?
I guarantee you, for the last like, as Max was pumping in those fucking fastest laps, he just had that PTSD like echo in his head, like simply lovely from Lando.
Yeah.
Simply lovely, simply lovely. He's like,
Or,
and he's like, you know what I'm gonna fucking say when I cross the fucking line? He's
Simply-
thinking about it for like 20 laps. I'm gonna say simply lovely. They're gonna fucking love it.
everyone's gonna lose their mind. Or he was just thinking about sim racing the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
He's like, dude, could you imagine this on the
On the sim, dude.
These conditions? They're like, he says that on the radio. They're like, dude, you're in it live. He's like, nah, this sim would be
the
so
sim
much
would be
cooler.
Way better, dude.
Yeah. He's like, I wouldn't actually be wet right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking funny.
And then we have the fucking
The fucking what?
Argentinians going. It's allegedly, like, all of the flights for that weekend from Argentina to Brazil were
Yeah.
completely booked
Yeah.
to see Franco.
Yeah, that would make sense. That's like their
dude.
closest opportunity to see their boy.
That's true. That is true. But that's crazy to think about. They're
That's
like
so cool.
Argentina. They're like,
I wish I had a better statistic of like 1/3 of the entire population of Argentina
Yeah,
was
right,
in
right,
Brazil
right.
for the weekend.
right.
No, but that is super sick.
Yeah. Good Lord, dude.
Dude, Carlos took kind of a big hit too.
Hey, Carlos, dude, did Ferrari fire the wrong driver?
Hmm?
Did Ferrari fire the wrong driver?
Is Red Bull gonna hire the wrong
Is
driver?
Red Bull gonna hire the wrong driver, dude?
Right?
Like, come on, man. How do you go from dominating in Mexico to exactly a week later and just be nowhere? And then just, like, refuse to elaborate on it? Like, what happened, Carlos? He's like, I don't know. Did you see that,
What are you also talking about?
what do you mean?
The conditions were a 180, bro. Like you can't.
So he can only drive in the dry?
I'm just saying, like, well, he did fuck up real bad. Like, I feel like it's probably widely known if you're a driver to brake on paint or curb
Don't
is
do
going
that.
to be
Hey,
bad.
don't do that.
Yeah, probably not. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't do
Should
that.
not do that.
What were you gonna say though? Sorry.
Now I forgot. So
What is post race?
podcast is over. Sorry, guys. Post race what?
Pack it in.
Post race.
His post race comments. You were about to say something.
Oh, that's right. When the fucking goddamn dude, this fucking radio, like, he's like, these are not. When they came in for the red flag and they were about to go back out, he was like in his car. He's like, these aren't new inters, Ricky. These aren't new inters. And then just ghost on the radio. And then about like 40 seconds later, he's like, hello, hello, anyone? These aren't new inters. Sure enough, like 10 laps later, he's in the fucking wall. It's like, oh, fuck.
Classic.
Did we not put the new inters?
Classic Ferrari, just like grabbing the wrong set of tires. Dude, I can only imagine it's just like this circus music again.
We never found out if they were new inters or not. Ricky, hello.
We'll never know.
Ricky.
Ricky, wake up.
Hello.
Yeah.
Now, where was Charles Leclerc? He finished what, 4th? No, George finished 4th.
Let's see.
Who's 5? Lando 6.
5, 6.
You know, Charles had a fucking sick move on Lando.
He did.
Charles caught Lando sleeping, dude.
He did.
And did you see what happened? He was behind Lando in the spray, like kind of came out of the spray, caught Lando sleeping. Lando like braked way early, and he had George right in front of him. And Charles was on the inside, so like he didn't have anyone in front of him.
Right.
So he just braked way later. Lando saw him at the last second, then saw George in front of him, and that's when Lando went off.
Went off.
And
yeah.
that's like
and then went through.
exactly that's the
Yeah.
famous picture of like it's not talent, it's just luck.
Yeah.
It's like a picture of Lando way off the track.
Yeah, dude. Just like in the middle of nowhere again.
Charles
too.
fucking caught his ass sleeping, dude.
And forced him into a mistake.
Hey,
It was
what-
just like a mistake-riddled race for Lando, dude.
yeah, right. And you can't do that.
Just
Max
like
Verstappen made
marred-
0 mistakes.
Marred with, like, if there was ever a word for the opposite of mistakes, that would be Max's race.
No, he didn't put a foot wrong
No.
all week. I mean, like, the FIA was trying to fuck him all weekend.
Well, they're also trying to fabricate.
Tinfoil
I don't
hats,
know. I don't
people.
know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I want to like have this on record. But dude, they just like the Lewis and Max battle is they
Here we go.
want
Here we go.
no. I'm saying they want a closer battle. I mean, it equals more
More money.
viewership. It equals
Right.
more money. Like
Yeah.
tinfoil hat shit here. Like I don't think they had to fabricate the battle, but they wanted it to continue to get closer and
At
be
least,
closer.
like, try and make something happen because that
Right.
that safety car shit in the fucking sprint.
I don't recall.
I think when Nico went off.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think Nico went off. Was it Nico? Regardless,
Yeah, and then
And
they
so, like-
came back and there was like 1.5 laps left.
right. So like safety car, Oscar was still in front of Lando at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so like during this whole time, like I mean, Nico is getting out of his car. Like he's walking around on the road.
Right.
And the track is still green. And like and then like finally like McLaren was like, all right, swap.
yeah,
And then they swap, and then it was like
and then yellow.
red flag, or like yeah, exactly,
and
like
then it's
safety
full
car,
course caution,
Yeah.
safety car.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like it's like that scene from Gone in 60 Seconds,
Yeah.
and it's like the safety car was not deployed yet, and then like they were waiting for Lando to make the move, and then Nicolas Cage is like, let's go,
Yeah.
like, and then they're like, all right, swap,
Dude,
and
I
then
mean,
they're like, all right, safety car.
big tinfoil hat, like they want it to be close.
Interesting timing. I mean, like, and what's his face? James Hinchcliffe was saying the same shit. He was like, he said the same thing. I'm just regurgitating basically what he said, but he was like, very, very bizarre timing on the safety
Yeah.
car. Like, very, very bizarre.
I think I need to listen to more Hinch stuff because I know that you love him,
I love him.
but I don't know if I'm sold. Like I'm a James Hinchcliffe fan in regards to IndyCar.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love him as a commentator.
He's fire.
I'll listen closer.
Do you listen to Alex Jakes or Crofty?
Alex Jakes.
Yeah. I mean, Hinch is on there
Yeah.
a lot.
No, I know.
I just watch a lot of the pre-race and
It
post-race
must be
shit.
because I'm spoiled and I have the 2 TVs in the
That's
basement.
right.
So I think I'm not
You're looking at data and shit.
but I'm also like playing the game too.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Heard that. Heard that. Yeah, let's see. And so Max's reaction to winning. Bro, did you see the cool down room at all?
No,
It was like,
I didn't watch that.
I mean, just a bunch of kids on a school bus, dude.
Just kissing.
Yeah, they were like
Kissing and hugging.
Like, that was crazy. Like, do you remember when I did this? Yeah, dude.
Well,
You were super sick there. Like, that was fun.
I mean, that's like
High five, man.
super valid though. Could you imagine like just like
I can't believe I'm in the cool down room with Max Verstappen.
no, not even that. Like, yo, I survived this race and I ended up on the podium.
Right. Yeah.
That's
exactly.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be my reaction. Dude, especially you after your experience today, man.
What's that?
Just driving with a little bit of moisture.
Right,
Like, could
and
you
I was
imagine how stoked you would be?
Right. Yeah. To get on a podium, like
Yeah. Not just like an imaginary podium. Like,
a real podium.
yeah.
A real fucking podium. Yes, so that was sick. Yeah, the cool down room was funny. It was very, very cutesy, very, very playful, very silly,
High energy.
high energy.
You love to see it.
But like, I also loved. I mean, like, bro, after a while, like Max was just like, not over winning, but he was just so used to winning that he was just like, yay, like, cool.
Yeah, it's cool to see like the
He
comeback.
was,
of,
dude, when he came out of that car, he was so fucking stoked. He
Yeah.
like jumping on his fucking car,
Dude,
like
he might as well
sprinted
have
over.
just said, "Suck my dick."
Yeah, he should have said that over to fucking Lando. Suck my fucking dick. Now, here's another thing that kind of irks me, like, and maybe I shouldn't be irked by this, but like
Let's hear.
I'm not gonna say fangirls, but like the people that are just strictly Lando fans, like
They're
strict
fangirling. They're
online.
fangirling over Lando.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, but I don't want to like put anyone in a box, whatever. Like, but there's these specific Lando fans that are, like,
Bandwagoners. Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't want to say that either because like I got
Okay.
it through Drive to Survive,
Okay,
so I
go
can't
ahead.
like I
Go
can't
ahead.
be that guy.
Sorry.
So like essentially yes, like where they're just like Lando.
Lando
Like,
or
Formula
die.
1 is whatever. Lando.
Yeah.
Like people are like, you know, everyone needs to stop bullying Lando. Like this is horrible for his mental health. Blah blah blah. Like
They're
saying
like, lay
shit
off
like
the guy.
that. Yeah. And it's like, where were you when people were roasting the fuck out of Verstappen? Like, stop saying you're a mental health advocate just because it's happening to the guy that you like.
Right.
Like, it drives me up a fucking wall. And it's like, no one should make jokes about it just because of his mental health. It's like, hey, listen, man, everyone's gonna get it. If you fuck up, you're gonna get it, dude.
Right. Quit poor me shit. Quit trying to like internet babying the guy.
And also, Lando doesn't know you exist, by the way.
Right.
He has no idea you exist.
Yeah.
He'll be okay. He'll be fine.
I'm sure he appreciates the sentiment, but your specific comment doesn't move the needle for him.
No, it honestly makes people more mad, and they want to fucking talk more
And then
shit.
they roast him more.
Right.
Yeah, you're making it worse.
You're making it worse.
It's like, right, if you're like with friends and you resist getting roasted,
You just gotta
they
eat it,
only
bro.
get it. You only get it more.
Yeah.
If you let them see that it's getting to you, you shed one little tear. They're like, "Yeah, you fucking cried, dude."
Exactly. Yeah. So like, I don't know. Something about it just like drives me up a wall. It's like, how about when we were shitting on Lewis, like,
Right.
for the last 2 years?
Why don't you support him? Huh?
Right. Yeah. Why aren't you standing up for Lewis's mental health?
Come
Why
out of
aren't
the
you standing
woodworks
up
for Lewis.
Max's mental health? Like, shut up with this. Like,
What about Danny Kvyat's mental health?
Yeah. I don't know. Something about that just like irked me so fucking much, and I was just like, shut up. And it's just like, you know, they're like,
You're
handles.
not his mom.
Yeah, their handles are like pictures of Lando and like LN4, like forever. Like, you're just like, who are these people?
Right.
Who are these people?
He doesn't know you, nor does he care.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
He's gonna
With or without you.
right. Any hoot, dude.
What was there?
You know, oh, there was another thing that I wanted to say. So like,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about.
Hit me.
So Alpine, with that double podium, jumped 3 spots in the championship.
Yeah.
That's like $30 million, dude. That's like $30 million. That was a $30 million weekend for them.
That's why they're all so stoked.
Of course, absolutely. But like, also James Hinchcliffe again, like, brought up a really fucking good point about this. Is that like points should be distributed throughout the whole field because of situations like that. I mean, like, sure, yeah, of course, if you double podium and like no one else has even come close to that, like, yeah, you deserve it. But like at the same time, it's like you have these lower tier teams like trying to grind it out for all these fucking like minor points, like point here, point there.
They're like
2
so
points
stoked
here.
for like P9, P7.
Yes, and they're stoked for it. And then you have some day like today,
Huge outlier.
huge outlier,
That
and then
skews all of the data.
and then all of a sudden, like, now a team is out $10 million. You're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, that had nothing to do with constructing the car.
But it does.
It does.
But it does. It has to do with what we say all the time is being in the right spot at the right time. Checo.
Yeah.
They qualified super well. They put themselves in a position to secure those victories. So it is an outlier, but they put themselves in that in that spot to succeed.
Right. Yeah. It is true. Yes. But I mean, like,
But I don't disagree that it could be so disheartening for the mid and below midfield battle.
I
Of
think
like,
it would just be
this weekend just threw everything on its head and now we're fucked.
right. But I guess another point to that is like the points would be more representative of like, you know, how they performed all weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they have a good week, I mean, like, what's a good weekend? Like a really good weekend, like Haas, like 6 and 7. They're like,
Exactly.
fuck yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Right.
And then like, you know, you do that enough, like the field sorts itself out.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, it's just like these motherfuckers just jumped that much on us.
But it happens.
I know. It was just an interesting point.
No, I know.
That James Hinchcliffe brought up. That I'm like, yeah, that would be fucking interesting because it would be more representative.
So disheartening.
Right.
Yeah.
So, any hoot. Behrman hitting the. Oh, and then the penalties that they were giving out. You saw Behrman get that penalty for. I think he drilled the back of like Colapinto.
Yeah.
And then Behrman spun off. Colapinto's.
His radio comms were like, I've already given myself a penalty.
Yeah, right.
Why do I need additional?
He's like, for what?
Yeah.
For like collision. He's like, I'm off.
Right.
He's fine.
He's like,
what is that for?
I think he's like, I'm sure he knew that he hit him.
Of course.
But he's like, but I fucked myself. Like,
exactly. Which is like why like this whole penalty situation, like, bro, if he like penalties should be dished out for you gaining an advantage on something or just being wildly unsafe.
Right.
Right? Like I get
a wheel bang shit shouldn't incur a penalty.
No. I mean the Max Verstappen shit in Mexico, hey man, yeah, let's dish that.
You need to chill.
You need to relax.
Yeah.
But as far as like even with the you know, it's funny. Like, what would have happened if Max was the one on the false start? Not the false start. The restart of the race.
Yeah.
You know, when Lando just like took off.
Right.
What would have happened if Max was the one leading and he just took off? You think the FIA would have been like, "Oh no, back of the grid, motherfucker. What do you think you're doing?"
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
But since it was Lando, they were like, we just have so much on our plate. Like, we just have so much going on, man. We're super swamped, so we'll figure this out at the end of the race. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll see how Max does, and then we'll sort this whole thing out.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then obviously the other cars.
Who's to say?
I'm just saying, like.
No, I know.
The other cars also behind him, like, followed Lando. And they were like, no penalty for them because. Yuki's never been there. He's
no,
like,
exactly.
Where the fuck do I go?
I think that does play into their decision making. Is like, this is half of the field we would penalize right now. Like, this would be such a logistical fucking nightmare.
And then Max would be in front because he was the only one that was like, Lando start.
Yeah.
It wasn't green yet. Lando.
No, but I think it would just have been like a logistical nightmare for them to be like, well, everyone's been penalized. It would. I feel like the only solution would be like, all right, we're restarting the race. You guys are all in the back.
Exactly. Yeah. Max. Yeah.
The 3 cars that didn't move an inch.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
Yeah. And then Behrman was like, I can't even start my car. Like, that wasn't even my choice.
Right.
I was gonna go, but I couldn't start my car.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought that was fucking interesting.
Yeah.
And the way they dish out penalties, like, I don't know, shit like that. Like,
I get it.
But I agree with I'm just saying, like, if it was Max, I think they would have dinged him pretty hard for that. But since it was Lando, and like you said, they're not trying to fabricate it, but they're like, Lando, here, like, We're
Dude,
giving you all of this shit.
take a fucking hint.
Yeah.
It's like on a first date when like a girl like wants you to kiss him, but you're so
Anal?
Holy shit, no.
Oh.
Like the girl is like, I wanted you to make a move and kiss me, and you're like, oh, that's Lando.
Yeah. Right.
He's like, oh,
Oh, why? How did I not know that?
I didn't know you liked me like that.
Right. But then it's just like a $5,000 fine, which is like fine. Like it's, I mean, like, hey, fuck you guys. That's my fucking.
I could kind of afford that. I don't think I really could, but I might be able to
Yeah.
afford a $5,000 fine.
That would be all I was able to afford.
Yeah.
One $5,000 fine.
If it was $5,100, fuck.
I'm fucked, dude. I would be financially wrecked for at least 3
I'll
years.
never financially recover.
Never. So I thought they handled it right, but I'm just saying, like, if it were
Interesting.
Max, they would've
Interesting
fucked it.
decision choices.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear you there.
Yep.
All right.
Is that it? There's just so much to unpack, and it's like I don't even know where to start, where to go. Like,
My brain is just
all over the
My
fucking
brain was
place.
like this and then this. Oh, remember this?
yeah, I know.
But hope it was entertaining.
Whatever.
I want to go over because I'm so interested now.
I think you won the head-to-head.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't
Alright.
think I did.
All right.
I have zero confidence. All right, so really we're going to start with a bunch of DNFs.
Right.
So Williams, Albon, and Franco DNF.
Yeah.
Then we go to Steak. Oh,
Valtteri finished ahead.
we both had Valtteri.
Yeah.
So that's not helpful.
Yeah.
God damn it. Haas. We both had Hulk. I was curious if I said K-Mag, but I didn't. And then I was wondering what would have happened with
If I
me
would have chosen
selecting-
K-Mag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I think it would probably be a wash, right?
But Ollie did finish ahead of Hulk because Hulk did not start.
Oh, no, just kidding. If I would have chose that, it would have been a K-Mag. I would have won that if I would have chose K-Mag. That
Yes,
situation.
sure. Whatever, dude. We both picked Gasly,
Fuck.
so we got that wrong, but doesn't hurt me.
I think I picked Tsunoda.
We both picked Fernando.
Oh, really? Big surprise, dude.
Yeah. No, I think this is where I fucked up is that you did pick Yuki and I picked Liam. And Yuki finished P7 and Liam finished P9.
Oh, shit. Idiot. Best you could do is,
And then the rest is the same.
yeah.
And then Lewis, and then we both had Chuck, and we both had Max and Lando.
Pretty good.
Fuck.
Damn.
I'm down 3.
Down 3. You can only tie it at this point.
Yeah. I gotta pick some bangers.
You can only tie it at this point.
I don't care anymore. I think this exercise is fucking stupid.
But if you were winning, you'd be like, oh, fuck you.
This is fucking stupid.
Hey, and you know what? You know what? What does that mean for my Alpine prediction?
Dude,
right?
yeah, right? It's like, I think I've just accepted that I'm streaming.
Yeah.
But it's fine, because, I mean, we said from the jump that we're both going to do it
We'll do it.
regardless.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck.
We're just going to sit there and booze and be on Twitch with fucking 5. No,
No,
not even 5.
0. Fuck.
With zero people
views.
watching, we're just going to progressively get more drunk, and it's going to
Yeah.
be like, what the fuck
And
is
then
wrong
eventually
with
it's just
these
going to
guys?
be us passed out on the fucking couch for like a 12-hour stream.
Yes. It's like people start like wanting wellness checks.
Yeah,
They're like,
they're
can you
like-
check if they're
People
dead?
are swatting the house just to check if we're alive.
They're like, I'm not sure I see Evan breathing. His chest hasn't moved for days. All right. We're so stupid.
yeah, this is dumb.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Is that
Well,
it?
we have some breaks. We have a 3-week break
We have a 3-week break.
before
Hey, man,
Vegas.
what are we doing with these fucking mid-season breaks? 2 weeks break maximum
Yeah.
outside of the summer break. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
We had like a 4-week break, we had a 3-week break, and then we had another 3-week break. Like what?
Let's
And
just,
summer break.
let's just race.
Let's just race, man.
Right.
Rubbin is racing.
Rubbin is racing.
Rubbin is racing, dog.
We're delusional.
Yeah. It's late, people. We're gonna get out of here.
But we'll see you next week.
We'll bring some silly bangers.
Same place, same time.
Silly bangers, dude. Listen, again, thank you, everyone.
New
for all
followers,
the new followers,
OG
everything.
followers.
Huge shouts to you guys. We love the support. We love you guys fucking around with us. It's just one big silly goose time. So we appreciate it. That shit is dope.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Same.
Cool.
Makes us it gives us energy to keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep doing it.
I'm not fucking leaving.
We love it.
I'm not fucking leaving.
We're here.
We're here. Bitch.
All right.
We love you, people.
We'll
we
see you
will
next
see
week.
you fucking next week. Bye. Love you.
Love you guys.